We gonna start it off like that, paying respects where you know what I mean. Respect is due. I see not a lot of rappers right now actually rapping. A lot of them just mumbling. It is what it is. But we're gonna talk about this Rare Breed Entertainment event that's going down on August 18th. Right around this time to when the URL event is going on, even though Rare Breed Entertainment event was first. Listen to me, So Gnome 8 happened, and we got to talk about it. Gnome was sold out. Why was it sold out? Was it the names that was on the card that sold it out? Was it the marketing? Like, what is it that actually sold out the Gnome card? Me personally, looking at it, we had some big hitters on there, but even though I wasn't excited about the performance that Surf gave, before that, people didn't know he was going to show. I knew he was going to show, whatever. But at the end of the day, the card was sold out. You know what I mean? So it sold out right up until like right when the event was going to start. But, nevertheless, it did sell out. Now I'm looking at the Rare Breed Entertainment, card that they have. They've released some battles, and they're slowly but surely like releasing names that's going to be on the card. But they are not sold out yet, even with the booking of MURDA MOOK on the card. And this goes into question, like financially, was this like a smart move for Rare Breed Entertainment to do? A couple of things I want to kind of talk about. First of all, I don't think it was a smart thing to book MURDA MOOK, even though this is something that we want to see. A lot of battle rap fans are excited about it. I think it would have been smarter to book MURDA MOOK if you were to book MURDA MOOK with an opponent that people wanted to see MURDA MOOK battle. You know what I'm saying? I think it all comes down to matchups. People didn't really care about like Goods versus Rock. People didn't really care about like T-Top versus what I'm saying, Ill Will, but people did care about Shotgun Suge versus New Jersey Twerk, or people did care about the Sue Surf versus Rum Nitty. It came down to matchups with that one. But when you have a card that's gonna have a big power hitter like MURDA MOOK on there, I think the thing that you have to do is be able to pair him up against somebody that people actually want to see him battle, not necessarily pairing him up with somebody just because you feel that somebody has looked out for you in the past and you want to give them like an opportunity to battle this person. We all understand that as part of it, but at the end of the day, you do want to, it's business. It's not necessarily just trying to put a card together just to appease people that you cool with. I don't think that's what you were doing, but having a verb on the card versus MURDA MOOK is not something that people want to see. I don't know if the card's going to sell out later on, but for right now, like the event's not sold out. If you're going to be in Club Drum, which doesn't really hold that many people, I would expect it to sell out faster. Now, what people were talking about early on was, okay, well, you guys are probably going to have to move this to a bigger venue. You know what I mean? Because, obviously this is going to be impactful. A lot of celebrities are going to be in the building. A lot of people that matter are going to be in the building for the MURDA MOOK, battle. But it turns out, that's not the case. With just this alone, it could have, I don't know what the numbers are looking at for RBE. I know they're not really doing like stage passes because they want like the celebrities up there. They're trying to keep people like separated, you know what I mean? But, as far as like, just the general admissions tickets, I would have expected them to sell out, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen. So if it's not going to sell out, then there's no need to, it was not really a need for them to go ahead and do like a big venue like a Irving Plaza or anything if they can't even sell out, like a card with MURDA MOOK on there. Now, some people are kind of looking at this like, what the hell is going on? But when you look at the data and you look at like MURDA MOOK's battles, like how many views he gets per battle, he doesn't really get like big views on battles comparably to like, like a new up and comer or something like that. He's getting big views. But like when you are looking at like a Hitman Holla or like a Sue Surf, like MURDA MOOK doesn't get nearly as many views as these guys, and this is what like I think a lot of us like missed the point on, even me myself, like even though I'm like in this, I like the history of battle rap. I like some of the people that used to perform a long time ago. Like I do sometimes get out of thinking about the logistics on business or like numbers wise, like what these people can bring in or the excitement that they can generate around their name being on the card. Now, when MURDA MOOK was announced, There's a ton of people who was excited about it. A lot of bloggers was excited about it. A lot of battle rappers were kind of hating, you know what I mean? Because they don't want him to come back. They don't want him to get that shine that he had. But nevertheless, like, people were talking about it. Hip Hop is Real was talking about it. ARP kind of had, like, you know, in a sense, like a strong hold, you know, with the diehard fans of like battle rap, you know what I mean? He was sitting around with his Thanos glove, you know, like about to have like the card of the year. We're all thinking, you know, and then he announces like King Los versus Daylight. These things are going to be on the card. So we were thinking that, you know, ARP is pretty much sewing everything up. But then, you know, Gnome happens, you know what I mean? And they end up like selling it out. So I don't know. I'm kind of like, I'm perplexed about what's going on. If Murda Mook can't sell out a card and he's requesting, I don't know what they paid him, but I know he wanted at one point at least like $60,000, like at least. I think it was like 70. He wanted like 70, at least like 70 when he was asking for 100. He's not worth that, you know. And oh, well, you can't say, oh, a person is not worth it. Yes, you can. If you can't, like, Sue Surf, $20,000 or whatever he wanted for that battle, sold out an event. This is in Houston. This is a whole nother like region. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is a whole nother like state, city, you know, that's not like used to going to like, you know, battle rap events. You can say, well, maybe, oh, well, they're not used to going to battle rap events. As soon as they had one, they, you know, they're just gonna go out there and go to one. But there's been battle rap events out there that hasn't sold out. So I don't know, like, what is going on to where, like, Murda Mook can't sell out a New York crowd. Like, I don't get it. You know what I'm saying? I've seen, like, URL have events with lesser names on there, you know, and still be able to sell out these things. Is it a brand issue? You know what I mean? Like, that's one thing to think about. Like, is the Rare Breed Entertainment brand just not big enough? Is the marketing strategy just not big enough? Now, it seems like that they're spending a lot of money like on the battlers, and they're getting, you know, the people that people want to see like on the card, and expecting, you know, things to just flourish and, you know, the media to just take storm and like self-market for them, you know, so they don't really have to do much marketing, because you don't see much going on the channel besides periodically they may drop like an announcement like here and there. But I don't think that the Murda Mook is enough to is a big enough name right now to sell out an event, you know. And, you know, we were all saying like, oh, well, what about the big events that they used to have like on the URL, like the big, huge crowds? Like, can we even do that again? I think we can. It just depends on the matchups, and it depends on the marketing. Maybe the platform that Rare Breed Entertainment has is not big enough to sell out the event. Now, if they just spent, let's just say, I'm lowballing Murda Mook. Let's just say they spent $50,000 on him, like, which I think is way more than that, but I don't know. What do I know? I'm not the guy with the contract that's doing the business. If they spent 50 grand on Murda Mook, then they said that they paid Averb 3 or 4 times more than what he normally gets. So they overpay Averb. Now you got to pay King Los. Whether or not he did it for free, I doubt he'd do it for free. But, you know, if he did it for free, whatever. You got to pay Daylight. You got to pay Pat Stay. You got to pay Iron Solomon. You got to pay Big K. You paying all these people to come out there. You got to fly them out. You got to rent out the venue. You know, you got to put these people up in hotels, and you have this big, huge expenditure, and you got people that can't sell out the card. I don't know, like, what's going on. I think this is a problem. You know, maybe the tickets are too high. Like, maybe, like, even though you guys, you know, you believe that, you know, you got the card to justify the price of the tickets. Me personally, I don't think you guys are charging too much, but maybe that's a situation that maybe that could be what it is. Maybe the tickets are too high, or maybe people are just waiting on what's going on with the URL, or maybe people just don't believe enough in the brand, you know. And I would hate to say that, but why isn't this card selling out? Like, I don't know. We live right now. I see people coming into the feed, but I just don't understand it. Even like KOTD, you know, they may, you know, in a sense, sometimes you can see it like, you know, they don't have many people sometimes like in their events. What is the difference? Is it the marketing? Is it the brand? Why can't these people like sell out these events? I'm curious to know, you know, but at the end of the day, you know, Rare Breed Entertainment, ARP, he is putting on in terms of trying to get you guys to get, the battles that you want to see. But now, Murda Mook, I'm looking at you differently. Like, you can't sell out a card, bro. You can't. You should be able to. If you can't sell out the venue, how am I going to expect you to do good numbers like on a pay-per-view live? Now, it's Smack may be smart not booking him. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm thinking about it. Like, you know, when you look, like, the one thing that they do well with the URL is they look at, you know, what are you doing for me? You know what I mean? If I'm the URL and I'm about to pay you this money, what are you doing for me? Like, how many eyes are you going to put on this event? How are you going to help sell these tickets? You know, I'm sure ARP kind of thought about these things, but something's not working. Something's not like clicking with the fans. I don't get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I think they're approaching like 100,000 subscribers or whatever like that. So it's not like the channel's small. I mean, it's technically small. It's a small battle rap channel, but they have the reach, you know, in terms of the subscribership in order to be able to get the message out. It seems. But, you know, for some reason, it's not selling out. I don't know if it's just now, if Surf was on that card and this was going to be his comeback battle, would they have sold out in New York? I think it probably would have been a bigger deal if Surf would have been on a Rare Breed Entertainment card than Murda Mook is on the card right now. You know, I think it's going to put, like, you know, Rare Breed Entertainment in battle rap history, which they already are. You know what I'm saying? But I think, you know, in a sense, yes, it would be like C mentioned that Rare Breed Entertainment was able to bring like Murda Mook back to battle rap. But, you know, at the end of the day, business wise, was this like a smart move? And I don't know. You know, some people say, oh, I got somebody saying, oh, you can't be counting somebody's pockets. But at the end of the day, when you are a league, the objective is to make money, not just to, you know, look out for your bros. You know what I'm saying? You're a business at the end of the day. You got overhead. You got these expenditures. You got battlers you got to pay for, hotel expenses. You got to fly these people out. It's expensive. You know, some people live there, you know what I mean? But you got to put them up in hotels. There's things you got to do. And venues in New York are not cheap. And then you paying for, I think Avocado's going to run the pay-per-view. You know what I'm saying? And you got to pay to have this thing look right. You got to pay him. You know, we see what he can do. I'm sure he's not cheap. So all these things have to be considered. And then now you can't sell the card out. You know, if I'm going to talk like this with the URL, I got to talk like this with Rare Breed Entertainment. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, they can't sell out the card. And I think that's a problem. Maybe there needs to be like a difference in promotion. Maybe you guys need to try to promote a little bit harder. You know what I'm saying? Because just, you know, the small, you know, audience bloggers and their fan base is talking about it may not be enough. You know what I mean? Maybe you may need to do something on the channel or try like a different marketing strategy in order to be able to, you know, sell this thing out. But for right now, I'm looking at it like, you know, Surf, even though he can't finish 3 rounds and it, you know, it sucks. Like, you know, when you pay money to see something on pay-per-view, it sucks, you know, when a person like that. But at the end of the day, I still think Surf generates more interest in battle rap than Murda Mook does. It's clear. You know what I'm saying? Media-wise, like, you can see it view-wise, like, people talking about this. Like, the amount of blogs that came out, the amount of press that is on Murda Mook, you know what I mean, in this situation versus, like, Sue Surf, it shows me that there's more interest generated in him, you know what I mean, or in some of the acts that they have on the URL. So maybe, you know, a Pat Stay, I don't think he sells tickets. I can be wrong. You know, I don't think a Pat Stay is going to sell that many tickets. I don't. Big K is kind of small scale. I don't think Big K is going to be like a ticket seller. You know what I'm saying? There's been plenty of events he went to, and it was barely like anybody in there. You know what I mean? Like, you can see it on camera. So I don't know. Like, maybe the strategy may need to change. Like, if we're not in a position to get specific battlers, maybe we need to be in a position to market ourselves a little bit better to the demographic that, you know, that we cater to. You know, that's the only thing I can think of. But for right now, I'm a little bit worried because they're spending a lot of money and I want them to get some sort of return from it. I don't know if they just got like a big powerhouse investor that's just going to write all this off. Like, hey, pick who you want. I just write it off at the end of the day. You know, I don't know. But at the end of the day, Murda Mook is expensive. You know, I do think matches matter. If it would have been Murda Mook versus Hollow the Dime, maybe it would have been a difference. You know what I'm saying? But I don't. Hollow is already booked for somebody and he says that he doesn't pre-book. Maybe it was hard to get him on the card. Maybe Surf did want, you know, in their eyes, too much money to be booked. You know what I'm saying? If that was to happen. But as far as I'm hearing on the internet, they didn't really even get down to talk about that. You know what I'm saying? But it probably would have made more sense just to book Surf and Murda Mook. Surf is not, you know, opposed to going to another league. Like, he'll do it. But the problem with him, he'll go in another league and he'll do the same thing, choke. So me personally, I wouldn't want to pay Surf $50. You know what I'm saying, to get on a league and, you know, choke or give me 3 rounds or give me 2 rounds or 2.5. You know what I mean? I want 3 rounds, but at the end of the day, it's business. I understand why URL, they booked Charlie Clips. He's going to bring, like, he's going to sell tickets. He's going to, like, you know, on that platform, help to sell out the event. I may not be a Charlie Clips fan. I know a lot of people are. A lot of people like him. I see what he's doing out there. But when he's on a specific platform, he sells tickets. You know what I'm saying? Would that work if he was on Rare Breed Entertainment? I don't know. I think something needs to be, like, maybe there needs to be, you know, a big brainstorming session, because I do want them to flourish. I don't want them to just, you know, spend this kind of money and then not, you know what I mean, like, be able to make the money back. And I think it's kind of troubling that we as battle rap fans are supporting one league over other leagues. You know what I'm saying? Some people say, well, KOTD can do better because they got more subscribers. Is it the subscribers or is it the matchups? And KOTD's specific situation, I think their subscribership kind of helps them, because their matchups I'm not interested in. You know what I'm saying? I'm cool with King Fly. I'm cool with some people over there. They've done, like, great things for me, like, you know, with the other channel, like, allowed me to use their footage, like, a lot of great things. But I still have to be real at the end of the day. I don't like their matchups. They're weird. I'm sorry. Kind of weird. You know what I'm saying? URL, they're recycling the same battlers. I'm getting tired of seeing the same people on the URL over and over. How many times am I going to see New Jersey Twerk? He's on Initiation. You know what I'm saying? Or, you know, Shotgun Suge or Tay-Rock, or, you know what I'm saying? How many times are we going to see the same people? I'm getting tired of it. But these same people are helping to sell the cards. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Like, there needs to be a brainstorming session on how, like, obviously there's a problem. We see that they, like, Murda Mook can't sell out a card, you know, so people need to reevaluate what he's worth. You know what I'm saying? He shouldn't be getting that kind of money. Oh, you hating Pipe. He shouldn't. Like, what, Surf gets, what, a quarter of what he gets? And Surf can sell out a card. Surf might talk a lot of crap about how good he is when he's not that great. You know what I'm saying? But he's smart business-wise. He knows what he can generate. He knows the popularity he has. He knows that if he's on a card, there's a big chance it could sell out. You know what I'm saying? There's been Surf on different cards that haven't sold out. You know what I mean? But right now, the buzz that he's got is clear. It's evident. He's selling out. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. I think there's a problem that we are, what is this? You know, we're moving into July. The event is like in 1 more month. Now, anything can happen in a month. URL, they didn't sell out until, what was it, like 2 weeks before the battle? You know what I'm saying? Or a week or 2 weeks before the battle. Like, they may be able to, you know, Red Brick may be able to sell out at that point. But for right now, I would expect a big name like, you know what I mean, like Murda Mook to sell out in a card. You know what I mean? But it looks like his name is not as big as we think it is. I think to the dedicated, like, battle rap fans, I think his name is huge. But the new people that are watching battle rap right now, they don't give a damn about a Murda Mook. They don't know about him. They don't care. He don't have enough battles for them to even care about. You know what I'm saying? Or if they watch it, they, you know, most criticism I hear is like, bro, this dude said hippopotamus. Like, why do people like him? You know what I'm saying? And then you even get people that watch Serious Jones versus Murda Mook. Some people got Serious Jones winning that battle. So, like, I don't know. Like, what is the legacy? Should Murda Mook have done more, like, in battle rap? I think he should have, to really solidify his stance. But you got old bloggers who continue to pump his name out there. And I think it may be putting out, like, you know, maybe, you know, a falsehood. Like, maybe Murda Mook is not as big as, you know, we may think he is. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Come rate, subscribe. Let me know what y'all think about that. I'm just a blogger. Listen, I just wanted to talk about that because I think it's kind of an interesting situation, you know. But my personal beliefs, is that maybe it boils down to matchups. You know what I mean? Marketing, because I don't see much marketing coming from, you know, Rare Breed Entertainment. But I think, you know, at the same time, they need to maybe think about matchups. Hood dudes don't care about Pat Stay. They don't. You know what I'm saying? Big K, he don't really win battles. He might be kind of affordable. I don't know. Maybe he's not. You know, but some people are kind of getting tired of like some people. But at the same time, Rare Breed, they can't just steal all URL's talent. They got to do something. You know what I'm saying? Like, so he's trying, but like what? Like, I'm interested to see what you guys think in the comment section below. What could help the situation? You know what I'm saying? For them to sell out or to generate more interest with the fans. I don't know, because obviously just having like Murda Mook on a marquee is not helping. Comment, rate, subscribe. I'm about to go out of town, and people, why ain't you look? I'm busy. I'm doing a lot of stuff, but you know, I will come and talk to you guys like every once in a while. I do not hold. Sometimes I got a popular opinion, but for the most part, like sometimes, you know, I'm gonna piss people off. You know what I'm saying? ARP might watch this blog and be pissed off. But, you know, at the end of the day, I'm not doing this blog to try to tear you down. It's just I'm curious of what is going on. Why isn't this like event like selling out? Like, I'm curious. What's the marketing strategy? What are you guys doing? Like, I don't know, you know, but something has to change or something has to give when you're competing with somebody that just stole your Thanos glove. Shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if you guys been paying attention. Rare Breed Entertainment, you know what I'm saying? ARP had a Thanos glove with the rings on it. And next thing I know, Smack is releasing on his Instagram Thanos glove pictures. And now a URL event, Summer Madness, is about to happen in the same month as a Rare Breed event. You know what I'm saying? Like they put it under like one of the videos that it was going to happen on August 18th. But now they're saying like August 11th. But it's still like they've got marketing under Reed Dollars versus Rex as August 18th. Whether or not it's August 18th or August 11th, they're putting their event right next to Rare Breed Entertainment to overshadow like their event. I see what's going on. I'm not stupid. You know what I'm saying? Summer Madness has never happened in the summer. You know, but now all of a sudden it's getting closer to happening in the summer. Like, you know what I mean? Like out of nowhere. So when you competing against people like this, ARP, like what is the strategy? And URL is still in your strategy right now, but announcing one battler at a time. Like, so like, you know, I don't know. Like, I just see that there is an issue and there's a problem. And Murda Mook may not be worth what we think he is. Comment, rate, subscribe. And then will URL book Murda Mook? If he's asking for all of this money, will they even book him? If he can't even sell out a card, I think him versus Iron Solomon is like, what, 2 million views or something like that? Surf is getting like 4 million, 4 million views, 5 million views, like in a battle. This Nitty battle is probably going to get like 3 million quick. So I don't know. Like, we got to, even though we don't like him choking, he might be just the card seller. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, he's already booked for Summer Madness. Why did they just book Surf after that performance? In my personal opinion, as a blogger, he should not be like, if he's going to be booked, he should not be getting like what he got for that last one, but he's getting on a bigger card, which means bigger money for the most part for people. That's why they want to get on Summer Madness. Not like these people don't give a shit about a Summer Madness. They care about the money that's involved with Summer Madness. You hear what Rex was talking about last year? It's a money thing. So he's about to get on Summer Madness. Are they booking him because they know he's going to sell? Hollow the Don. They know. Are they getting him for the UK or car or whatever they're going to do because they know he's going to sell? And then it comes down to matchups. We know, everybody know John the Don versus Hollow the Don. Whether or not you like John, that's what people want to see. They want to see that one. They want to see Murda Mook, and then they want to see, well, they don't really care about Hollow the Don versus Math. I want to see that. But those are the two battles that they want to see Hollow, and they wanted to see him versus Rock. URL gave it to him. You can't be giving people Hollow the Don versus Aver, you know what I'm saying, or something like that. Like, y'all have to think about like who the matchups, like Iron Solomon versus Big K. That's a good matchup. That's a good one. You know what I'm saying? But Daylight versus King Los, Daylight's not going to win that battle. He's not. Even if King Los doesn't do anything, Daylight's going to find a way to lose, because Daylight knows the more he loses, the more he gets booked, the more people talk about him, the more popular he gets. See what happens? Like with different battlers, you see that all the time. They lose, they get bigger and clips. He's been doing all right now, but the more you lose, the bigger you get. Rum Nitty lost to John and Don. He got Surf. Hello? Y'all not seeing that? So I don't know. It is what it is, but I'm just curious. It's all going to come down to matchups. It's all going to come down to marketing. Can Rare Breed Entertainment sell out this event? You know what I mean? And does MURDA Mook's price need to be reevaluated? But the fans are going to help with this one. You guys have to comment and give suggestions, because we can't just criticize. We also have to give suggestions. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, at the end of the day, that's my stance on it. I'm busy. I'm actually about to go out of town, but I just want to talk to y'all about that. Come rate, subscribe, and ARPs, don't be pissed off. You know what I'm saying? But I got it. You know, if I'm going to criticize URL, I got to, you know, get. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's got to, you know, I'm not here to be friends with anybody. Like, I'm just giving my opinion. But at the same time, I'm not dissing you. I respect what y'all doing. That's why I'm blogging on which, like, kind of blogging on y'all. But at the same time, we want, you know, you guys to succeed. But I don't know what's going on to why it's not happening. But for right now, you guys are not selling out. Come rate, subscribe, let me know what y'all think about that. Peace.